We have decided to do this because we have the technical capacity and we feel that the government is cherished. The government has been obstructed by public officers whom they are doing all manner of things without the people at the top knowing how much it's hurting the people down here.
And I think some of these challenges are not only in Nairobi, it's across the country. I come from Isiolo and I think ours is even worse off. And I think the issue of giving subsidy to this vulnerable group is very critical and very key.
Sikujua wako. Then I asked myself, where have I been living if these people who have problems with their legs, their hands, they are blind and the deaf and dumb, I actually was not aware of their existence. And I can tell you this, because even before then, I had interaction with the previous leadership of my constituency. It had no clue that actually those people are there.
Tumeona hii shida ya watu kuandikwa. Huko mashinani kuna watu wengi wamekuwa wakinikujia. Mimi ni mmoja wa representative wa watu walemavu. Na watu wamekuwa wakinikujia, wakiniuliza hii mambo ya hii pesa. Kwa hivyo tunaona bado watu hawajapata ufahamu mzuri na tunajaribu kuongea na watu wa ministry. Tumewauliza watupatie data venye huo wanapeana hiyo. Kwa hivyo venye mheshimiwa Gishige amesema ni ukweli. Tumekuwa tukifuatilia hiyo mambo lakini hata bado sisi hatujapewa ile uhakikisho.
Niongee kwa lugha ya Kiswahili ili nipate kueleweka vizuri pia. Yule mtu anaitwa Audit General amba anaye uwezo ule wa kuangalia pesa za serikali zinavyotumika katika Kenya, anaitwa Audit General. Hivi majuzi aliweza kutoa ripoti yake. Ripoti yake ilizingatia sana wizi wa pesa ambazo zilikuwa zipelekwe kwa walemavu. Sisi kama waheshimiwa katika bunge la kitaifa na bunge la Senate tuliona hiyo ripoti. Na ripoti imesema ya kwamba pesa mbalimbali zimetumika ama zimepotea ama zimeweza kuingia katika mifuko ya watu wanaofanyia kazi serikali. Now we would like to declare the data of Equal Africa, the Databank for Equal Africa officially open. The website is equally officially open.
Thank you very much.
Equal Africa as an organization is now launched and officially unveiled. Thank you.
Thank you. I know we need to save time because of the media. Whoever have the cutlery, we'll do a quick cutting of the cake, then we can be left by the media.
We are starting the celebration for Equal Africa, and we are officially launching and cutting the cake.
Wishing you success.
Wishing you all the success.
Thank you. If the friends can come so that the members of the media can have a bite, I know, as they go, and we can be left celebrating. Please, the chef and the friends.
karibu kambi, aingilie kati, aingie kule ndani kabisa. Tunajua wameanza kuchukua hatua kidogo kidogo na majina yameanza kupatikana, lakini lazima hii wizara na hii department ya cash transfers isafishwe, iwe safi kama saruji ama snow, kwa sababu hawa ni watu ambao ni maskini kabisa katika nchi.
I am extremely happy to be here today, and this is an eye-opener. For once, I find myself in the midst of so many members of the Kenyan society who are disabled, physically disabled, which I believe is not an inability. And I've listened to them together with other members of parliament. We have had the opportunity to share our body languages together and their thoughts. And I think this is an opportune time for me as an eye-opener to the grievances, many grievances that they have raised up. And we intend to take it up in the Senate. As an individual, I think today I've become more wiser than before. And I think this is an issue that it's well endowed in my heart. And I will strive, whatever efforts I can do, to assist or to uplift the life of the disabled people in this country. I will do it without any hesitation or a blink of an eye. That will be my mission in this country.
Africa, and today is a big day. It's important to mention that I am also an expert on the UN Committee on the Rights of People with Disabilities. It is such a big day today because we've been able to realize a more inclusive way of looking at people who are vulnerable. We are going to be able to cover not just people with intellectual, mental and psychosocial disabilities, but also people who are elderly, people who are orphans and vulnerable, and people who are disadvantaged in any other way, like being with terminal illnesses and other challenges. Why we find this day a big day is because as we launch the Social Protection Databank system, the members of Parliament and the members of the Senate were very supportive of the initiative. They've also been able to accept that yes, the systems in government responsible in this area have failed. There's too much corruption, and the only way out is to see to it that there is partnership between Equal Africa and the different monitoring bodies, the Senate and the Parliament, so that we are able not only to eliminate corruption, but also to provide government with reliable data and information so that government can be able to support people with disabilities and other vulnerabilities in a more effective manner. So basically we look forward in the implementation process with a bright approach to everything, because we are doing this with the acceptance that is across the board. And with the government of today, we are most grateful that the government, and especially the president, is in support of all programs that support the vulnerable. So the next thing to do is to see to it that the people who are actually implementing these programs on the ground are actually made more responsible and monitored not to continue with the irregularities that have been there. Yes. Today, 4th of September 2014, is going to be a memorable day because of the launch not only of the innovative Social Protection Databank system, but also the launch of Equal Africa as the trade name, the trademark for the organization, and also the launch of the website that is going to be very informative, not only to people within the country, but also outside the country, because we need everybody to come on board and support this initiative. It is important for us to note that the Databank system is going to be able to help everybody understand who are genuinely needy and deserving of government support. it is also going to be able to describe and define what are those needs. If it is a wheelchair, if it is therapeutic drugs, if it is personal care for people who are bedridden, if it is routine medical checkups for people with terminal illnesses, all manner of difficulties and needs and interventions that people have will be properly described, and the current costs will be indicated, so that going forward we will have the data bank be the main guide for so many people who are planning not only to support people with disabilities and other vulnerabilities, but to do the right policies and laws that will be able to govern the programs that government is running.
Kwa majina naitwa Duncan Dhuku. Mimi ni mmoja wa walemavu, na siku ya leo nimefurahia kukua tukizindua Equal Africa, na nimesikia iko na maneno mingi mazuri tunatarajia, na nikidhania tukiwa Afrika yote tutaweza kuwa na sauti zaidi.
My name is Steven Odongo, and the way I come to know about Eco Africa, this is the initiative that I am one of the part and parcel of this initiative, and we have been working with the KSMH to push and fight the right of person with the intellectual and also with the disability in the society. And now, actually, the way it has been started, this is a new dawn for person with disability, because initially we didn't have any organization that can spear and fight for person with disability and even the vulnerable and elderly. So, in my opinion, it's a very great initiative that we need to uphold and use it, so that we have the voice of person with a disability in the society.